Yeah, let's see what we have been getting here. Oh. This one has 10% more movement speed, which is the frost accumulation. This one has more stamina. Yes, please. Oh, crap. Not on this one. So we got a That's a nice dagger. I don't want to test it. But it's not as good. Unfortunately. Okay, before we... I don't have to redo that fight. Just in case. Oh! Beans?
Locals call this the Pilgrim's Path, but no one really uses it anymore. Great view, isn't it? You can even see Fort North Reach in the distance. No, too soon.
Areas general. That's too much to read.
If you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days.
Kara, you would not be so glib if your family's souls were crying out to you for justice.
The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow, either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home because the goddamn temple is closed.
Okay.
Kara, an excellent question.
Yeah, why can't you?
Holy One, please. I say you must make her see reason.
As I've told Kalia here, there's a venture underway inside. The Free Expedition Corps is exploring a cave system that holds a temple of Aethys. There's an old man in there, calls himself the Oracle. I guess he's got something they want. And uncouth pilgrims will only get in the way.
Your expedition has been gone 3 days, Sejuan. I say they are dead.
I'd like to see this temple for myself.
You will let him go and not me? I see.
Who said I was letting him go?
Don't make me bring this back to Ambassador Hildgard.
Right. Sorry, Envoy. The expedition team entered through the cave just past here. They planned for a day's journey, but they've been gone for more than 3. Something must have held them up. Our freak mentioned traps and earthquakes and...
The Oracle who maintains the temple is a godlike of Aethys. So there is no telling what he is capable of.
They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard.
Not solemnly and leave. To the temple we go. Summital. Summital plains are fertile, so why not? Or not. Electric little seed. Looks like coal and water.
That spear looks a deer
Oh.
one, all right. Guess we're on the right track.
Wonderful place.
Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
Unseen, unheard. Now we know why the expedition team abandoned that puzzle. Good fight.
Book of Verses. Breaking them because I can.
Blood and a broken tripwire. Someone got clumsy.
Sounds a lot like you, Kay, because that's what happens when you're walking around.
Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Rituals, whispers of searing light.
Zorps. Want to sneak or fight? Stop it!
Hey, it's pretty nice. You take lead. Two different ways. Trap. Daily information, focus, and efficiency.
Hold it together, kid. We're nearly there.
Hmm.
You're not my brother. I got to be dreaming. Oh gods, am I dead? Is this the Beyond Spirit? Have you come to take me to Galloway's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Not even touched one. Oh, the first one. What the heck? God, we can't let this kid die a virgin. Can you help him? What the heck? Use Dream Touch to heal him.
Oh, that's the creepiest sensation I ever felt in my life. Like vines were growing all through me.
If it works, don't question it. And look, your wounds are closing up already.
Time to.
Wow.
Maybe we should start pimping out Kai, huh?
I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here?
I could ask you the same question. Are you with the Expeditions Corps?
Free Expedition Corps out of High Crown. Yeah, that's us. Well, that's me anyway. The rest of those assholes went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, admin. Honest. Oh, shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that Oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. It's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in.
Anything I need to know about the Oracle?
I doubt I know much more than you do. I mean, you're godlike, just like him.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, he's touched by Aethys, right? And he's supposed to be old, like hundreds of years old. And I don't mean elf old, he's extra old, like Aethys has been keeping him alive or something.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
They used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it in. This place, it's like a trial.
Yeah, we've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
And he's building something. A statue of Aethys, I think. But I don't know what for. I mean, after what Aethys did in the Deadfire, people don't come here anymore.
Tell me about Yeda.
Our captain, she's... I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn.
Relax. You're not the first person to have a bad commander.
It's not like that. I mean, it didn't used to be. Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. And that's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah. And when we make camp, she has these terrible dreams. Wakes us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Can't be sure, but it sounds like the dream scourge to me, Envoy.
I'll go speak with his Oracle then.
He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here.
Well, given extensive injury, she certainly would have.
It's a lucky thing you found me then.
You're back in Paradise, Tillman.
Right, yeah. Got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one of Juliana's girls will So, the kid said the expedition team went deeper, looking for the Oracle. I say we head after him. Quiet as the depths. Just like the good old days.
Good old days? Yeah, Garrett. Just like from the good old Mass Effect times. Inquisitor's request, Captain Gira. The relic you seek is but one of the many thorns in the rotten heart of this land. Claim me for aid, and should its efficiency be confirmed, you will be appropriately rewarded. Visitor and Ledwin.
Didn't realize the head of the steel garrote was into antiques. I see someone. Be ready for anything.
My brother. Can it be? Come, stand in the light. Let me look at you. It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us, but you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargenis, servant of the once shining god, he whose light has lately dimmed. What brings you to this sacred space?
I'm looking for an expedition of my countrymen. Did they pass this way?
An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
An expedition? You know, treasure maps, matching outfits, campfire songs, the works.
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Aethys we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here?
You really expect me to believe you haven't seen there's only one way through this place?
It's a reasonable question, I'll grant you. You must understand, this place has seen so few visitors for so long that I often retreat into my private quarters. To read, you understand, or pray, or sleep. Age has made me slow. I tire easily. I sleep now more hours than I wake. They could have already come and gone, and I would be none the wiser. In any case, you haven't told me what it was they searched for. Or do you not know?
I was searching for a relic you're rumored to keep here.
Ah, the splinter of Aethys. I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss.
What is this relic exactly?
The splinter of Aethys is a sliver of shinbone from my lord's titan body. It was carved from his skeleton many centuries ago. Yet long after the gods left this mortal world to claim their dominion in the beyond, the splinter is infused with the very essence of my lord's power. To illuminate without fire, to heal without injury, and to speak without voice.
Where do you keep the relic? I might find them there.
It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
If you're about to ask us to tidy up, think again. My place is a much bigger mess.
Oh no. I had something far grander in mind. You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Aethys in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way.
Okay, I'll return shortly.
I am most grateful. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path, brother.
This means, God damn it, we have to do all this running around here again. Yep. Ah!
This reminds me of a strange...
Oh wait, no, not that one.
Leave those be. They protect my devices.
Trade tablet. This trade tablet is covered with a flowing vertical script in a language you've never seen before. Yul Hesisa, Yesusa, Lu Yedesar. Regera mi gali head. Payay. written. To get Yel Japa Pubi. Translated. They might be Lutheran. Huh?
Unseen, unknown.
Maybe.
Just like the good old days.
Yeah, wounding is work. Okay. Great Western Stag. Nothing is lost. A search for Yukaiso. Så är det pagronen. The history of the living lands free. Grossolaria. Okay. On the Fire Force path, it travels south of Yerrick Hilton. Martins has a pentagram. Statue mechanic. No schematic. Mr. details plans for creation of a large statue powered by essence. The essence is intended to be injected into the statue by an array of enigmatic devices. Where such a vast store of essence might come from and what statue could do with it is unclear. Deerwood Part 5, the proliferation of animancy.
Here it comes. Coming in hot.
Six years in Dawnshore, and I never knew something this big was under our feet the whole time.
Purification of the Pilgrim. Oh, crap.
Right behind you.
Nothing happened, right? You ain't healing squad, okay.
Dreamscourge ahead. I hate to think it reaches all the way down here.
Thorns beside violets, essence twisted out of shape. Doo, doo, doo. It opens something over there, but somehow I need to get over there. Which means I have to get up there.
Stand on your shoulders, Kai. Doing the ice one won't make a difference, right? What else do we have? I have to see what the heck these do. Fragment rate, release a frigid mist. That to be a tears when struck the seed bursts into a green cloud of noxious mist. Oh, we can send them to the stash from here? No. Oh, stash. Breakdown. I'm not so concerned about money at the moment, so... Oh, these I can't break down. Okay. Camp. So somehow I need to get it. God damn it, type. Any way I can boost myself up with a spell? Oh. When did that one reach all of a sudden? That was weird. Been in that room already. Okay, up there it's no possibilities, so... Getting over there is some other path then.
A pulse beating out of time. Should it be disturbed?
Concentration prayer.
If it weren't for the creepy oracle and the invading roots, this place would be kind of nice.
Break everything, but just because we can.
Quiet as the depths. There's the relic. It can't be as easy as just whatever. That must have.
Okay, let's do a save before we take this one out.
No one said anything about timepieces.
History of the Living Lands 4, redacted. Oh, dude, their agents keep finding my work. They have already faced 3 versions of this volume alone. I don't know what they find so objectionable about my theories on the meaning of godless language, but I'm done rewriting it. You bastards win, no more. I compare my notes regarding the inscription from Yukazu with the script on the intact clay tablet in my lab and realized they share several shapes in common. I may be able to make some headway in translating this if I can find an expert in the godless. Yes? Does that mean God? Yes, sure.
False idol. It waits.
Something's moving in the main chamber.
Yeah, don't.
Coming from your right.
Oh. Bring 'em on. Great sword. Okay.
That earthquake must have knocked something loose. Well, better a flood than a cave-in.
Oh, what the? As I was jumping, something knocked me to the side. What the heck was that bullshit going on? That was weird. I guess I'm not to be able to... That was weird. Breaking these things are just pointless because there's nothing in them if it doesn't glow or anything around them. Stuff this way. Oh crap. Stupid me. I need to jump up on the other one first.
Why has he come here? Why does he build the idol in this place?
Question. Next.
Even the flood could not stop him. Fealty or sickness?
I don't know what this guy's capable of, but I got your back.
There you are.
Yeah. You know what?
Wasps.
I'll do something first. Let's see if he gets annoyed by me doing this or not. Why not? I think we have to go to him first.
You have been gone some time. Do you carry the splinter of Aethys?
I have your relic.
Excellent. The relic you have retrieved was stolen from Aethys's body. He is bound to it, or it to him. And before the events at Ukaizo, he would speak to me through it. He speaks to me no longer, but I believe he resonates with the splinter yet, as I do. If I am correct, when it is placed in the statue, the magnifying power of the Ardra will draw him into it, and he will be trapped. He will finally begin the work of making right all the wrong he has done. All that is left is for you to place the splinter into the statue's chest.
This sounds...
Will you do it?
What will happen to you if your god abandons his domain in the beyond?
I cannot say. But when I return to the wheel, I pray I do not see Aethys there, for it will mean that I have failed. You see, my brother, you must understand. I am willing to endure a life of greatest loneliness, so that he may repent.
What do you think?
Look, I'm all for second chances, but restoring the god who started the Saints' War and left a trail of corpses in Deadfire? Even I can see that's a bad idea.
Let's go for it.
Thank you. Once you have placed the
saves, so
splinter
that's
into
cool.
the statue, how are my devices just over there? Together, we will observe the results.
Well, I already powered it up, I guess. Well, let's see how this goes, huh?
There we are. Now, fill the statue with essence. Do me the honor of pulling the lever, just there. And my lord will return to face justice.
So let's see here. We have still Is that optional to look for them instead? Show C. Oh. Why is it showing? I missed this.
Something's not right here. Take a look around.
Yes, Journal. New orders came down from Darien today. We are to be sent into we are to be sent to the living lands. The diplomatic corps has established an embassy in the port city of Paradis. And they need support cataloging the unusual ruins there. No doubt it will take months, perhaps a year or two, at the very least. I had promised Rudwin I would be in High Crown to celebrate the Innisti with him and the children, especially since it will be Miri's coming of age. But how often are you given the opportunity to lay the foundation of study for a previously undiscovered ancient culture? I'm sure he will understand. And Miri? Well, I think my daughter will be glad I'm gone. Not like the gods are making new continents, the world is getting smaller every day. Yeah, whatever that date is, pre-on 2830, so now it's 17, pre-verno 2830. It always seems as though the moment I finally get my sea legs, we're pulling into harbor. And a charming harbor it is, despite what Darien told me. Not nearly so dangerous as the clerks in High Crown warned. I swear on the Queen, half my countrymen resent any city that isn't the Emperor's purely on principle. There was a letter waiting for me when I arrived at the embassy. Suppose Rudwin sent it before I left. Cowards filed for dissolution of our marriage, but he couldn't muster the stones to tell me to my face. Let him assume it never arrived, for I certainly won't dignify it with a reply. This whole episode has given me a blinding headache, a horrible pinching sensation right behind the eyes. 21 Perverno 2830. We had a few days to settle into the life of the embassy while the powers that be argue about how to be best to make use of us. While I was resting, the ambassador's clerk took the scouts to some dreadful little swill house in a rough part of town. Naturally, a couple of the younger lads poisoned themselves with alcohol. The mother in me wants to be furious, but I can hardly muster the energy. As long as Offric's boiling his stomach in the canals instead of the bunkhouse, not my business after all. I think I will take the team to Fort Northridge to see if we can help their archivist to identify the purpose of the godless ruins there. The first Tariverno 2831. Blessed New Year. The team acquitted themselves well at the fort. With Cademon's help, I was able to get down into the basement of the ruins there and take a good look at the construction. Naturally, I left the notes I took at the fort. I feel like I can hardly even think these days. But I believe I remember enough of what I learned to write a satisfactory report for the ambassador. Those ruins have been the site of the fertility temple. I mean, goodness, look at the shape of their buildings. Still, Garrote, the Inquisitor attached to the embassy, has uncovered rumor of a holy relic in a cave here in Dawnshore, and she suggested we might want to investigate. I know I should be eager to get down there to explore, but I've hardly been able to get out of my bedroll since we have returned to Paradise. I'll bet there's a cursed tablet with my name on it that the Rudwins installed at the Temple of Skain back in High Crown. Nothing else could explain the hideous nightmares I've been having. Mushrooms are erupting from my skin, my eyes replaced by the quivering stalks, Mary turning into a tree, Rudwin splitting in hair and opening like a flower. No matter what drug I take or to which god I pray, they refuse to go away. 6 Prima 2831. I collapsed while we were gearing up in the market, and none of the merchants would help me off the ground. One of them muttered something about the soul plague and ran off to tell his mates. I tried to tell the man I wasn't sick, just going through a divorce, but I couldn't speak. It was like my tongue had turned to mud. The Inquisitor pulled me aside when the boys got me back to the embassy. She was able to press the locals for more about the relic. Apparently, it was taken from Ethion's Titan skeleton, the very one I made my reputation discovering, and it's well known for its ability to heal anyone who holds it. I cannot delay any longer. I must find it.
Well, we found the expedition. Looks like they've only been dead a few hours. But how did they get in here? They can't have come the same way we did. We swam here. What's stranger is there's not a scratch on them. No sign of what killed them. It's like every member of the expedition team just collapsed.
Seen something like this before in the creation of Animats.
I've heard of those, but I've never seen one. They're suits of armor brought to life by bound souls, right? The Oracle couldn't have put the expedition's souls in the statue of Aethys, right?
Could Oracle's plan have something to do with Aethys vanishing at Ukaiso?
There's still a lot of debate over what even happened at Ukaiso. Perhaps the Oracle knows the truth, or perhaps he's just as lost as we are. Aethys is a dangerous god associated with Eora's bloodiest wars, and he recently killed thousands of people in Deadfire. Now we have a piece of him, and we're about to face a maniac who wants it desperately. Tread carefully.
Binding of Souls. Somebody been barbecuing bodies. Okay, why can't he hit this switch? Why do we have to do it? That's like weird. Okay, let's do a save and see what happens.
Any moment now. My god Aethys. Are you there? No! It's not working! Something is wrong.
What is... oh yeah, it's a flaming sword. We have a flaming dagger.
My lord Aethys has not returned. Something is missing from my design. Something I did not account for. It must be the chime. Without its ringing, he cannot hear the statue's call. My brother, will you join my holy work and lend your chime to the cause?
It isn't the first time you try this, is it?
No. This statue, its purpose, it has been the sole focus of my every waking moment from the instant Aethys left the world. The elaborate construction you see around us was not my original intent. It came with time. All the result of many tests and many failures.
You kept going.
How could the world forgive me if I stopped? It seemed I was always a hair's breadth from success. Iron, blood, oil, ardra, essence. Now, the relic. The very body of a god. You see, there is always another parameter to adjust. But I believe success is near at hand. And you, rare and perfect you will be
Oh
my last.
my god. I found the bodies of the expedition team in your workshop. Did you kill them?
Ah, I did not expect you to be so thorough in your explorations. Nevertheless, I am impressed. As to whether I killed them, well, that is a matter of semantics. Does death occur the moment the heart ceases beating, or when the soul is broken upon the wheel? In one sense, then they are quite dead. In another, they remain very much alive. In either case, they have entered a state of change, and the impetus was mine.
The soul on the wheel is broken into its constituent parts. The person the soul once constituted is gone.
If one were to take your narrow-minded view, and the expedition had encountered the wheel,
Narrow-minded?
then yes, they would be dead. But their souls are not bound for the wheel. You see, I have given them the opportunity to be part of something larger than themselves. Their essence is held safe within my devices, and with your help, I shall give them a new commission. To prosecute the redemption of a god.
Why? What could possibly be the point?
You've trapped them in there.
What is the source of all suffering? Our division from God. Not our division from them, no.
Oh, we're gonna have to
but
fight this
their
guy no matter what we
division
do,
from
huh?
us. It is a wound the size of the soul, yet it gapes
He's a little
as
bit
large
nuts.
as the world. If we are to alleviate suffering, if the gods, if Aethys is to atone, we must give him a mortal consciousness. We must give him a mortal conscience. Or the atrocities of the Deadfire and the Saints' War will be but preludes to the horrors he will sow across Aora. Even the Redeemer needs redemption. Even the gods must be held to account. Aethys must be stopped.
The charm of an unknown godlike would interest the Eophas. It has to be you. Yeah, we'll go with that one.
No, no. That would not be appropriate. He does not want me. He has made that clear.
Eophas didn't keep me alive for 600 years. He chose you.
I am afraid. I have been a coward. What if I meet him and he refuses me? You are right. I am what is missing from my work, but I couldn't see it. It must be me. Before I leave you, I would ask you to tell me something. What do you believe we are to our gods?
We are tools that make us for a purpose to enact their will in the world.
I fear you may be right. Goodbye, my friend. Walk always in the light.
What happens now? Hey.
If thine heart be black, if thine
Don't have to
intention be
fight him.
impure, thy life is forfeit. For he hath seen, he can see, he will see. Nothing is hidden from his glory. His light touches every corner of the world. Nothing is hidden from his sight, nor shall it be from mine.
Oh.
Hurry now, brother. Do it now, while my nerves hold.
The soul's in the machine right now. We've got to pull the lever to siphon it into the statue.
I saw it now. And now it comes to life, and now we have to fight it. Surprise me.
Nothing, huh? Well, on the bright side, at least the Oracle's not around to see this.
If I was never going to return, but Sargamis couldn't see that.
It's hard to believe Aethys is really gone. What do you think, Envoy? Can a god really die?
If his essence may be dispersed, but I don't think it's gone.
That sounds like a question for a priest. Well, with the Oracle dead, I guess we should get going.
Let's go.
Right behind you, Envoy.
Hear us. Follow us. We would speak to you. It wakes. A host. Form-given life. One day when we are free, we could return here, dwell in this body, feel the earth again. But it is a sprout. Fragile. It must sleep here undisturbed. A secret you could keep. Tell us, will you give us this gift?
Well, it was okay. So deal for a deal here now, right? They gave us the power and we gave them the statue now.
A vessel to hold us. We will remember this. The Adra strains. It aches, a choking barricade of souls. Essence like mud, we cannot swim here. It must be flushed out. Breathe this obstruction, then when our prison bars fall, we will see.
Hey, Convoy. Back with us?
Mm-hmm.
New earth to till, we flower. We rest now. We must consider this.
Well, we'll see if that was the right thing to have done or not. Yeah, I should see about that sword. I think I'm gonna keep the dagger though.
Guess his work on that statue didn't leave much time for renovations.
Incomplete lecture. How do I live if there is no consolation? When he left the world, I was emptied of divinity. I am a slave now to desire for it. I am unmoored from space and time. I am a body persisting until it is gone. Nothing. Is that what he wanted me to become? A very good farm, huh?
I never thought I'd be so relieved to see paradise.
Oh, I didn't think they had a ranged attack.
Good fighting.
We could try. So where do we come out at? All the way over here. Okie dokie. can.
You take lead.
We should come from behind them.
Another godless ruin. Your countrymen turned that one into a shrine to Wodika.
Okay, this might be rough, so...
Well met. Feel free to partake of Wodika's favor.
Ritual to the queen that was.
Welcome. Please stay a while. May the burned queen watch over you. Come to pay your respects at the shrine, envoy?
I felt the strange energy in these rooms. I had to investigate.
Perhaps you're drawn to the totem. Or there might still be a glimmer of Wodika herself in the relic. Can you imagine? To show fealty to Wodika is to show fealty to our homeland. Without the patron of justice and oaths, there is no Adir. A shrine in this state does not befit a god of her stature. But one of her totems still rests here. It must still be a sacred place.
What's so special about this totem?
Totems like these are relics from a bygone era. There are legends about how the gods imbued them with their own essence. Can you imagine holding something like this in your hands? Alas, this one is a fragment of what it once was. What I would give to see what power it held. Fortunately, my commander agreed to let me take charge of restoring both the shrine and the totem. I've been posted here ever since.
The architecture is unlike any I have seen. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. All I can tell you is that it's very old. I suspect it was built for a different purpose before it became a shrine to Wodika.
There's a cartographer in Paradise who might be able to fill you in.
Really? I'll have to look for him the next time I'm on leave. If I'm ever on leave.
How's the restoration progressing?
Painstakingly. We don't have the right materials to rebuild the shrine, so we have to make do. I've asked for more supplies. Hopefully the quartermaster won't be foolish enough to refuse. The burned queen deserves everything from us. The sky and the land and the heads of her enemies.
Do you revere the other gods as much as Wodika?
The others betrayed her. They cast the queen out. But it doesn't matter. She will prevail in the end. Fuck Margaret for burning her. Fuck Abidon for building the machines that powered Margaret's treachery.
That was a touchy subject.
For the two gods of death,
Jesus.
Bereth and Rimagand. I merely tolerate Wal and Scan. And I'm profoundly uninterested in Aothis. Apologies. I suppose I have strong opinions on the gods. Particularly those that cross the burned queen.
I noticed. What? You're clear, Bessie? I'm distracted. Oh, No, this is fascinating. I wonder what you think about the rest.
Of course. I consider myself a self-taught scholar of all the gods, though I am partial to one.
So what's wrong with the Eophas?
Aothis rules over light and hope and redemption and all such things. He allegedly died, but then rose again in the Deadfire Archipelago. They also say that long ago, a farmer by the name of Widewind claimed to be a vessel of Aothis, and went on a rampage across the Eastern Reach. Frivolous idiocy as far as I'm concerned.
Tell me how you really feel about Abaddon.
Calls himself a god of crafting, but Abaddon is just a sniveling idiot who serves Margarin, creating weapons for her campaigns. I don't understand how he could bow his head to that traitor.
2 gods of death. Isn't one enough?
Ah, you'd think so. Berith is the one who determines who lives and dies, ruling over the paths that the dead walk to their next lives. But Rimagond rules over the act of death itself. He is famine and he is loss, bad luck on a winter road. Very different aspects of the same universal end.
You seem to loathe Margarin.
Margarin is a traitor. Instead of bowing her head, Margarin burned Wodica. Yet her followers claim she's not a god of battle lust, that she instead embodies military excellence and discipline. Ha! If she were either of such things, the act of worshipping her wouldn't be so persecuted in Rayed Ceres.
Skane, isn't he a god of rebellion?
Yes, a god of resentment and secret hatreds and violent rebellions. Sometimes his followers mutilate themselves so he can possess them,
What the heck?
transforming them into killing machines that die when the slaughter is done.
Jesus. Whale. I feel like I've heard all manner of stories about Whale.
I'm not surprised. Wal is the god of secrets and revelations. Their worshippers have probably rambled incoherently at you about one thing or another at some point. It's tiresome.
Yeah, well, you're clearly busy. I've distracted you long enough.
Of course. Goodbye. Wait! You have an important mission, Envoy. Before you go, take the totem on the altar with you. I feel you should have it. Perhaps it will grant you the Burned Queen's grace on your journey. I will await its return.
I'll do that.
Bet that was part of something once.
What do we have here then?
If anyone can get away with looting a temple, it's a godlike.
Let's see. Last light of day. That one is nice though. Killing an enemy restore 3% of your maximum health. That's nice. Just love the crit with this one. You know what? Let's try it out. It's pretty nice though. The healing aspect of it. So how deep is it? Not deep at all. Let's see. Okay, you know what? You go. Go here and explore this part just so we get it mapped out. Back here. Less. There's a lot of enemies here. Kinda wanna come behind them.
Right behind you.
Nice shot!
And that went from stealth to full out Rambo mode. Like it usually goes. But the charge attack though, it feels so good. should have gone up here. We could have snuck coming from behind. Map out this path.
Unseen, unheard.
A backstab with a sword? Does it have to be a dagger now? I think it has to be a dagger, right? Oink oink! Want some bacon? Have a shack behind all the waterfalls.
Cheap fertile land. Too good to be true, you say.
You were the one who told me we should try our hands at farming.
If you came all this way for arable land, you might as well get back on your ship and leave.
That seems to be the problem.
The problem is we've been conned out of our life savings.
A gentleman sold us his farm, sight unseen, of course. He boasted of making a fortune off the living lands.
We risked everything for this opportunity. But the place is in shambles and the earth is barren.
Assume getting your money back is out of the question.
The scoundrel took our coin and ran. It's a miracle the deed was legitimate.
So do we find a way to squeeze life out of this dead farm? Or do we cut our losses?
Dawnshore needs farms. Let me finance yours on behalf of Ada.
Oh my goodness, this is more than enough for seed, and we'll need workers for tilling the soil.
One thing at a time, my love. I don't know how to thank you, but if you want us to farm, we'll farm. Our first harvest is dedicated to our deer, and that's a promise.
Good job.